it's Jasmine, and today I wanted to show you guys how I did my makeup for Disneyland. I'm also going to share with you guys what I packed with me, and I'm going to tell you guys right now that I'm so sorry about the lighting later in this video because I just keep getting overexposed even though I am at a setting where I shouldn't be over or underexposed. So I'm sorry, it's probably the background. It's most likely the background that's messing everything up. So I hope you guys all enjoy the video regardless, and let's just get into the video. Alright, before I start off with doing my actual face, I wanted to show you guys like what traveling case I was bringing. So about 2, maybe 3 years ago, I got this for Christmas, which is a really big makeup tote, I want to say. And pretty much inside it's a big pouch, and then you have 2 little pouches here in the back where I just store my smaller items, and then I have another pouch in here that I will dive into a little bit later. And then for my brushes, I actually got this from Sigma not too long ago. Remember when I did that Brownie batter tutorial and how I was using brand new Sigma brushes? Sigma also sent me this case right here, and it was filled with all Sigma brushes, but as most of you guys know, I don't really use exclusively Sigma brushes, and so I popped in like my ShopMissA, Real Techniques, Juno & Co. All those other brushes are in here as well. Since I'm back from vacation, I don't have as much items in this Calvin Klein bag as I did initially. So my toiletry bag, which is this little guy right here, was a lot fuller, and I had to have some things out of it, but pretty much the areas that I focused on was like toothpaste, floss, you know, all those little things that you could just toss when you're done, shampoo and conditioners, you know what I mean? So what I packed was, since me and my boyfriend both wear contacts, I made sure that I had contact solution. So if you're wondering about contacts, I have a video, 2 videos actually, that I recommend watching, both of them. If you're wondering about contacts, I just packed a mini version of the contact solution that we both use. I packed a little mini brush that I've had literally since I was like 5. I'm pretty sure I used to use that on my Barbies, but I just never threw it away. This is the deodorant I use, Schmidt's Tea Tree. I don't think I'm gonna list the toiletries in the description box because I don't really think it's relevant. But then I also have a moisturizer here by Formula 10.0.6. I have my Cotz sunscreen because it's good. My boyfriend really liked the way his skin looked after this, so men, if you're out there and you're looking for a good sunscreen, it looks real good. I got this in my Walmart subscription box. Now, I get a lot of things from the Walmart subscription box that I feel like I will never use. And so when I got this, I said, you know, I'll take it on my vacation. I don't think I'm going to use it, but just in case. And this is the Biore Charcoal Micellar Water. And I think this was my saving grace because in the Walmart box, they also gave me a facial cleanser that I packed, and that was absolute shit. So this one really helped remove all of my makeup. And so I really recommend just packing in my micellar water just in case. My little tin of Q-tips because you never know. I have a facial mask that me and my boyfriend didn't use. This one is by Seventh Heaven. This is a coconut one. And you guys know me, I suffer with an itchy, dandruff-prone scalp, so I could not leave the house without my Palmer's Coconut Oil Strong Root Spray. This stuff is my ride or die. If I don't have it in my hair, then I'll be itching all day and all night long. I have an extra packet of a shampoo and conditioner, so I brought like I think 5 of these, and this was the only one that I just didn't use. And like I said, I get those in my Walmart subscription boxes. I have a primer just in case, you never know. This is my hair oil, which I use after the shower, before styling, and pretty much what's in here is another hair oil. I pretty much just kept the case, so there's that. I have a little mini perfume that I got in a box, and then I have the floss. And as for this bag itself, I actually got this at Ulta. This one was like the free gift with purchase thing. So inside had even more samples. And you know, whenever I get those sample bags, I always keep the samples just in case I go on vacation because you never know when you're gonna need them. Also, something that I'm not going to be using today are these acne patches. Me and my boyfriend used the absolute crap out of these because we both were breaking out, and I said, babe, I got us, you know, I got us. We don't need to suffer like this. So having acne patches is definitely a good idea. I'm still breaking out here, but you know, it's fine. And then here I just have some little cotton squares that I keep in the back here. Alright, so we're going to start even with skincare. So I already have my toner and my essence on, but pretty much I did not bring my skincare routine with me to the trip, which is probably why I broke out. So I'm going to start off with my lips. This is the Glossier Balm Dot Com. This one is so good because it actually replenishes the lips and it's really thick. And I'm pretty particular with what I put on my lips, especially in the moisturizing aspect, because I genuinely feel like a lot of lip products out there don't really penetrate through my skin, and I feel like this one actually does. As you can see, I used a lot of it, and I use it almost every single day, which is why it looks like this. I need to get another one, but I'm gonna get it when that's running out. So like I said, I use the formula 10.0.6, and this is the Thirst No More Moisturizer. I got this when it was on sale at Ulta for about $1. And sometimes I would apply 2 layers because my skin was starting to get dry, especially towards my nose and cheek area, and it could just be because I didn't pack my regular skincare, and it could also be the fact that it was starting to get really cold, especially at night. It was starting to get real cold, real dry, and I think my skin was really suffering through that. Sunscreen is very important, and the one that I wanted to bring was the Cotz Face Tinted because, like I said in my other video where I did mention this, I genuinely believe that it feels like a primer. If I apply this, I don't really have to go in with a primer because it fills in the pores really, really well while still protecting you from the sun. So as you can see on my cheeks, it is a pretty dark color, but that's because it's tinted. So if you're anything other than like vanilla, then you'll probably really like this because once it's blended out, it pretty much evens out the redness on the cheeks, and then it also fills in the pores like I said. And overall, I think it just makes your skin look so good. If you have oily skin, then this one will also kind of mattify you at the same time. Really, really good stuff, and I highly recommend that. For primer, I couldn't travel without this. There was a lot of options that I had, but I genuinely felt like this makes my skin look the best, and I wanted to make sure that my makeup did not crease, did not smudge, did not like do anything. I literally wanted it to stay the same all day, and it did. So I used my Touch in Sol No Pore Bloom Primer. You guys know this is another holy grail item. So I just took a pump and a half, and I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that into my skin. I was definitely a little bit less red on my trip than I am now, just because my acne is just trying to come out. So for concealer, I brought my Hourglass concealer. This is their stick in the shade Fair, and it's not really fair. It's actually like a yellow light shade, which works really well with my skin. And then for foundation, I had to pack my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Even before we initiated the trip, I told myself when I go on vacation, I have to pack this because this one will literally last on my skin all day. It's something that I swear by whenever I genuinely need my foundation to last almost 24 hours. So this one is definitely the one that I go for. I'm in the shade True Beige, but I want to go in with concealer first to conceal the redness because I don't want to go in with too many layers of the foundation because it can get cakey if you use way too much. And then of course I used my ShopMissA sponge. I literally could not travel without this. And to clean this on the trip, you could just use hotel bar soap. Works really well, cleans it off, and it's one less thing to pack. So what I did, I just used 2 pumps. Actually, I'll do 1.5 for now. I'll do 1.5 for now, and then if I need that extra half pump, then I'll go in. But I pretty much just dot it around my face, I typically would have put this on the back of my hand, but since I was in the hotel and since I was like not in the comfort of my own home and I didn't have my towels to really mess up. I mean, I could have used the hotel towels to really mess up, but I just didn't want to because this foundation will not come out of any clothing if it does get on it. I didn't want to be that person and be hella rude. So I pretty much applied it on the tips of my fingers and I smooth this foundation out. And what that does is it gives me an even coverage and it disperses the foundation all over the skin. So yeah, you do look crazy, but your skin's gonna look real good after you blend it out. And by the way, I also packed this. This is the ShopMissA mirror. So while I'm here, do I have anything to recommend you guys if you guys are going to Disneyland? I recommend that if you're gonna buy any type of Disney shirt or Disney sweater to match with your boo thing, get it at Target, okay? It's so expensive at Disneyland. Like, you're really just paying Disneyland price when it's like a Hanes sweater that you get at Walmart. Literally, what the hell? So we actually bought our red sweaters at Target and we actually got the gray sweaters at Disneyland because we were both like, oh, let's just get one at Target and then let's get like an official one at Disneyland. So that's what we did. I kind of felt bad because my boyfriend wanted to buy the sweaters and I said, you know what, it's kind of expensive. You know, I could just pay for it, but he was insisting and I said, you know what, fine, you can pay for it, but that kind of hurts me knowing that you paid that much, but you know what, it's fine. But if you're planning on taking a lot of pictures, I would recommend downloading the Disneyland app and then buying a Max Pass. And then what that gives you is that every photographer in the park, you get to download the pictures that they took for free. Technically not for free, you just don't have to pay extra. And then you can also, with that Max Pass, get fast passes for the rides whenever you're available to, because there's a specific time you're supposed to get your fast passes. So the max pass for each person is $10, so for the both of us it was $20 each day. And I thought it was so worth it because we literally took so many pictures. We took like 200 pictures. And we were also able to get on every single ride that we wanted to, and we got on like a couple of times too, so that was really good and it pretty much saves you a lot of time and I genuinely really like it. Also, the Max Pass gives you the photos whenever the ride takes pictures of you, so it's cool. Just look into it, you know. I don't know, I'm not that tech savvy, but yeah, just look into it when you are going to Disneyland. The instructions on the app are more straightforward. The workers at Disneyland will help you way more than I can, let me assure you. Since I did want my makeup to stay in all day, I actually did a different method. So typically when I apply powder after I do my brows. But I decided, you know, I'm just gonna do my powder before my brows because I feel like that would lock everything in better. And it genuinely did. So I applied it over my brows and I applied it on my forehead, under my eyes. By the way, this one's the ShopMissA powder. This is the banana powder. You guys know this is my all-time favorite. I don't think it gave me that much flashback. I mean, granted, my boyfriend barely took out his phone to take flash photos of me, which is worse than cameras. So let's go into the eyebrows. I'm going to do my regular eyebrow routine with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I'm in the shade Dark Brown. And usually for this, I go in with my Sigma E65. And I pretty much just carve the underside of my brow first, the top part of my brow, and then I kind of just fill everything in. And then I'll blend it out with a spoolie. And then we're ready for powder. As for eyebrow powder, because most of you guys know I always set my eyebrows with powder, I went in with the ShopMissA Bare palette. I do have a review on it. I took this shade down here, which is a darkened grayish brown, and I just used that with my Sigma E75, pretty much just filling in my brows, making sure that none of the areas are sparse, and then making sure that the hairs in the front of my brow are in an upward stroke so that they look natural. And then to make my eyebrows look a little bit more crisp, I took just a little bit more foundation, and I'm just going to take a Beige Cosmetics concealer brush, and I'm just going to do the slightest bit concealing. I'm not going to drag it all the way down like I normally do, just because there is so many layers on my skin already. I don't want it to cake up. We're going to go back into the Bare palette, and we're going to take this baby pink shade, and we're going to apply this onto our eyelid as a base, because I want to make sure that the concealer, the foundation, all of that that's on my eyes are pretty much set in place. So we're still in the Bare palette, and pretty much I always just mixed these two for my transition shade. These are the lightest browns in the palette, and I took that on my For Less ME3, and I'm just going to buff this into the crease ever so slightly. Just so that I can get a very feathered and very light look. We're still in the Bare palette. I'm going to take this shade right here, and pretty much I'm going to pop this into my crease, deepen up my crease. There wasn't a specific look that I did, but this is kind of the same technique and method that I pretty much did. And I'm just going to apply that all over my eyes, really buff this on top of that transition, and this will blend in a lot smoother and a lot more seamless. This one's the XOXO palette, and I pretty much always take a maroon shade, either this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one. It really didn't matter, as long as it was a maroon shade. I just took that on my Sigma E35, and I went in and defined the crease because this one is a smaller brush than the E40. And to be honest, it did not matter if the edges were smooth here, because I am going to go in with a different brush literally just for the edges, just so I could make sure that they're all blended and seamless. Before I deepen this up even more, I wanted to just go into one of the shimmers. So today I'm wearing a camo jacket, so I might want to just go in with like a gold. So I'm just going to go into this one with my Juno & Co. ES06, which is the brush that I recommended to use the shimmers with in the review for the palettes. So pretty much you want to coat both sides of the brush. This is a really dense brush, and let me get my mirror. And what you want to do is you just want to start literally just sliding the shade onto the eye. And then what I do then is just go back and forth, and then this is going to create your fake cut crease. Just like that. And that's pretty much how I always did my eyeshadow on the trip. I always had a shimmer on my eyelid. And it was mostly because I wanted to test out the longevity of the shimmers, but also I really like the shades, and although they all seem the same inside the palette, they all turned out just a little bit different on the eyes. In the XOXO palette, in the bottom corner, there's this matte dark purple. I want to use that to deepen up my crease because I feel like it would add to the warmth that I already have, so that didn't really make sense. Adding a cool tone to the warmth, it will just give me depth. That's all I want. That's all I need. So I'm just going to take that on my Sigma E25. Yeah, E25. And I'm just going to apply that right where the shimmer meets the matte. And then I'm also just going to feather it out. But instead of blending it, I'm actually patting this in because it is a darker shade. So if you already have this palette, you guys know you are going to get fallout. So I pretty much just take this time to re-blend everything before I swipe out the fallout. So I take my Real Techniques brush, and this is their domed shadow brush. And what I do is, without any product, I go into the outer corner right here and I just blend. And that's going to blend everything up and out. And it'll also hide the fact that there may be unblended parts in the corner, because I know for some people the outer corner is harder to blend. And then I'll take my ShopMissA powder brush. I have my brushes on my lap. And I'll just take that powder brush and I will sweep off all that excess powder. I'm going to follow this up with my eyeliner, and this one is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Pen. As usual, my camera died, but we could just finish up the eyes now. And pretty much what I did was I packed 4 different pairs of eyelashes. I told you guys in couple of my videos that I keep my eyelashes in this case, and I find that you can find this the cheapest at Daiso. So I pretty much packed 4 pairs of eyelashes because the day before I left it was Thanksgiving, so I was already wearing my Thanksgiving lashes, so that's why there's an extra one in here. So pretty much what I packed was my Lash Kitty Workflow, Koko Lashes Queen Bee, Koko Lashes Demi G, and then Eyelure Marquise. You guys know those ones are kind of like my ride or die lashes. Also Fifth Ave by Koko Lashes is also a ride or die, but I don't have a backup of those. My boyfriend bought it for me for Christmas though. But anyway, I always, on special occasions, I always line my upper waterline with black eyeliner, and I just think it completes the look. And I know some people don't do it, some people find it useless, but I think that it makes a difference because when I apply lashes, you don't see the flesh gap underneath. And whenever I need my eyeliner to stay in place, I always use my Sigma Wicked pencil eyeliner. This one I don't have to set and it stays in all day. And I'm gonna remind you, I had my makeup on for about 16 hours at Disneyland, and for this to not go anywhere pretty much says a lot. It says a lot about my makeup in general. I'm just gonna apply this, and instead of actually pulling my eye, what I do is I look into the mirror and I just go ahead and line. So before I apply mascara, I'm going to go ahead and do the lashes. Now I think today I want to go in with Queen Bee's, and I always use my Kiss eyelash glue. I get a lot of questions about the eyelash glue. It's only one eyelash glue. Kiss. That's it. $3. Get it at Target, Ulta, Walmart. I had to pack my Lash Princess mascara. You know, what is a vacation? What is a day without my Lash Princess? You know, I have 3 on backup right now because I'm crazy, and I genuinely think that this is the best mascara ever. And if Essence wants to put me in a campaign for this mascara, you know what I mean? I will gladly take the opportunity because this is everything. While my glue on my lashes is still drying, I'm going to go in with another eyeliner. This is the Marc Jacobs Brownie eyeliner, and whenever I have a full beat look, I always want to put eyeliner on my lower waterline as well. This stuff stays in a pretty long time, not as long as Sigma, but it still stays on for a good, you know, like 10 hours. So, you know, it stays on for a long time, and that's all I could really ask for. So I'm just gonna go ahead, look up into a mirror and apply it like that. By the way, if you want to see a video about me applying eyeliner and lashes, I have one already on my channel, and actually I have 2, but I have one that I uploaded recently. So if you want to see that, then definitely check the description box, or I might have it in the iCard above. For the lower lash line, we're just going to use the Bare palette, and I am thinking that I want to go in with that transition, not really transition, this is more like crease shade. I'm going to take that crease shade and I'm going to take that on my Sigma E32, and I'm just going to apply that onto my lower lash line. And this is pretty much just going to be one of the 2 shades that's going to go down here, because typically I don't really do too much to my lower lash line. It's pretty much just like for a balanced eye look, because we're so top heavy. It's important to just have some type of evenness on the upper and lower lash line. Now I'm going to take this shade right here next to that brow color that I used, and I'm going to apply this closer to my lashes. And this is no surprise. I mean, I do this all the time in my tutorials. It gives me more depth to the eye look, and it looks a little bit more sultry. And then for the heck of it, that brush that we had our transitions on, just going to lightly run that underneath just so it blends in even more. Now to complete the eyes, we're just going to do a little bit more mascara on our lower lashes. I don't know why I was acting like that was the final step when inner corner finishes the look. So I'm just going to take a random shade, this gold one. Oh no, it's cute. And I'm going to take that on the ES08 by Juno & Co. And I'm gonna just apply that into the inner corner. So we're all done with the eyes now, and we could pretty much just go into the face. So for the face, I just brought a palette because it was easier for me to travel with. So this is all of my single pans, ShopMissA, Morphe, this one that my friend Carly made. I have her Instagram down below, the balm, you know, just everything that was a single is in here. And then I also brought my Gilded Honey because you guys know that I've been using that as a blush as of lately. So I am just gonna go ahead and apply the ShopMissA bronzers in Magma and Absolute. And I pretty much just mix the two and I apply that to my cheeks. And I should have done the bronzer first, but I'm pretty much going into the method that I did at the hotel because the studio lights really wash me out and really make me look like a ghost. But you know, I really just wanted to show you guys the full process of what I actually did. So that's the reason why I'm doing it like this instead of adding bronzer and everything first. So as you can see, it adds a lot more depth back into my face. And that's all I really just wanted. Like, I didn't want like an extreme contour, so I didn't bring any like extra small brushes to really define my cheeks. I just wanted something where it was like, oh, okay, like she has some dimension. Alright, so for blush, I did a lot of things, okay? I wanted to make sure that my cheeks looked good all day, so I literally just, you know, I just did that, tapped off a little of the excess, and I applied that onto my cheeks. Now, a lot of you guys are complimenting my highlight in my photos that I posted on Instagram, and so I just took the Gilded Honey highlight and I smiled and I literally just applied this on top of the blush. This is a different brush. It's a smaller brush and you could genuinely just leave it like this, but I was extra and I actually took the highlight that my friend made. This one is Mary Poppin, and I just applied it and it's a lot brighter. I love this highlight. It's so freaking good. I am gonna blend it out, don't worry, but it's so freaking good. She really snapped on this one, like for real. Good job, Carly. Love you, girl. And then with the edge of my blush brush, I am just going to slightly blend everything in. Now, I did do a little bit of nose contouring, so I did take the lighter shade, which is Absolute. I tapped off a lot of the excess, and I am going to just apply this on the tip of the nose first, like this. And then I always start from the tip of my nose going up into the brow. So I just take it on the sides here, because naturally I have a shadow near my inner corner, so I don't really want to emphasize that shadow. I just want to make, I guess, another shadow connecting. So there's that. So I'm just setting in my eyebrows with the Ulta Brow Gel in the shade Medium. And I'm brushing my hairs in an upward direction just so they look a lot more full and they look a little bit more natural. I only brought one lip combo and one lip combo only, and guess what? I only had to reapply the color once. And it wasn't even the full shebang. I only brought the lip cream to touch up, and I didn't even need a touch up. I was just being, you know, weird about my makeup. But I brought my favorite long-lasting combo. It's my BH waterproof lip liner in the shade Nude, my CoverGirl major shade, the whole name is rubbed off, major shade in the shade Cakewalk, and then the London Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX. All these together literally last all day. And mind you, my boyfriend was trying to kiss me all freaking day. And for me to only apply touch up once is actually really, really good. Plus I was eating a lot, you know, I was eating way more than my boyfriend. So I just lined my lips with the lip liner, nothing special. I didn't overline it today because I'm just going to school. And now I'm just applying that Cakewalk liquid lipstick. And genuinely on its own, the CoverGirl liquid lipstick lasts a pretty long time, but to really just lock it in and to make sure that it's budge proof, then I'll go in with the soft matte lip cream. And I feel like in general, I use soft matte lip creams to really lock in any type of liquid lipstick or lipstick in general. Finally, we're almost done. I did bring my ShopMissA Pro Setting Spray with me because I feel like this actually does the job, and I do feel like it lasts in my makeup, make sure the powders don't look cakey, and overall it makes my skin look really good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. You guys, I'll stop this video. I hope you guys all really enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching and taking time to watch my videos. I am so happy that I'm back in my house. You know, I literally took yesterday as like my day off, like literally off of everything, and I literally slept all day. So I am back to normal. I'm ready for school. I'm about to leave for school like right now, so I'm gonna go, and I hope this video was helpful for you guys. It's literally the makeup that lasted all day, so I hope you guys all enjoyed. My lashes didn't fly off on rides, you know what I mean? And you know, I hope you guys have a good day, and if you're going to Disneyland, then have fun. I hope you enjoy your trip, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.